If your morning routine runs on a latte, this story is going to hit close to home. Starbucks is shutting down stores and laying off hundreds of workers. Behind the headlines is a truth most people never think about. Apart from being a coffee company, Starbucks is a financial machine that thrives on gift cards, loyalty balances, and consumer habits. Today, I'm exposing the hidden bank inside Starbucks, the billion-dollar restructuring you are not hearing about, and the simple steps you can take right now to protect your money. Starbucks just announced it will eliminate about 900 non-retail jobs and close dozens of stores across North America. According to multiple reports, this is part of a $1 billion restructuring plan. In an internal memo, the company said it would reduce non-retail headcount and expenses. Translation: people are losing jobs and communities are losing stores. One source reported the closures will affect about 1% of Starbucks US's footprint. That might not sound huge, but when your daily caffeine stop suddenly disappears, it feels personal. Even the flagship Seattle Reserve Roastery, once marketed as Starbucks' temple of coffee innovation, has gone dark. Imagine walking past the glow of that giant copper roaster one day, and the next day it's shuddering with a plain paper sign taped to the glass. That is what locals are seeing right now. Here's the confusing part. Starbucks is still profitable, so why close? Think of it like gardening. Even healthy plants need pruning. If a store's lease is too expensive, foot traffic is down, or security costs are climbing, Starbucks cuts it loose so stronger locations can thrive. Reuters summed the CEO's reasoning as wanting to bring back the coffee house feel after weak sales. In corporate speak, that means focus on fewer but stronger stores. And it's not just real estate decisions. Starbucks' chief technology officer resigned as part of this shakeup. That matters because Starbucks is no longer just brewing coffee. It's running on data-driven retail. Everything from drive-through wait times to mobile orders to staffing levels run through tech systems. A new tech roadmap will change how your next latte is made and how fast you get it. Numbers can feel cold, but let's not forget the people. Business Insider reported that Starbucks will provide severance packages that includes a lump sum covering 3 months' health insurance premiums. Some employees may transfer to other locations, but others face real financial stress. Behind every 900 job cut headline is a family suddenly scrambling to cover rent, childcare, and bills. Here's where things get really interesting. Starbucks is not just selling coffee. It's also holding billions of dollars in customer money. At the end of 2024, Starbucks reported $1.61 billion in stored value card liability and deferred revenue. In plain English, that's all the money consumers loaded onto gift cards and the Starbucks app. Analysts often call this Starbucks shadow bank. Some estimates put the balances closer to $1.7 or $1.8 billion. That's bigger than many small banks. The company gets this money upfront, interest free, and only has to provide coffee when you finally redeem it. And here's the kicker, not everyone redeems their balance. Some forget the card in a drawer, others leave behind the last $3 or $5. Accountants call this breakage revenue, and Starbucks openly reports it. In one filing, the company said it recognized $196 million in breakage revenue. That's money from customers who never came back. Picture this. 1 million people load $50 each onto an app in December. That's $50 million Starbucks can use immediately, while you slowly sip it away over the next few months. And if you forget about that last couple of dollars, Starbucks keeps it. Some of the shuttered stores were unionized, like the Seattle Reserve Roastery. Critics argue that was no coincidence. Starbucks insists that closures were about performance and that employees were offered transfers. From a finance perspective, what really drives the decision is unit economics. Rent, wages, average ticket size, local crime costs, and mobile order adoption all factor into whether a store survives or dies. For investors, this restructuring signals a company trying to protect its margins in a tough consumer environment. $1 billion in restructuring costs is not pocket change. The company is betting that by cutting weak stores and investing in stronger formats, future profits will be healthier. If you watch the stock, pay attention to suburban drive-through stores versus dense urban cafes. The future of Starbucks may look less like cozy city coffee houses and more like efficient app-driven drive-throughs. Nothing Starbucks is doing is illegal. It's all disclosed. But there's a reason analysts compare Starbucks' gift card program to a shadow bank. That $7.32 you forgot about on your app, multiply that by millions of customers and suddenly Starbucks has a windfall. In 1 year, Starbucks literally reported nearly $200 million in breakage revenue. That's millions of small forgotten balances turning into corporate profits. It's the perfect legal hustle and most people never notice it. Here's how you can avoid being on the losing side. Keep your balance low. Load only what you'll spend this week. Don't let Starbucks hold onto your cash interest free. Use gift cards quickly. Set a reminder to redeem them within 30 days. Breakage is where companies win and customers lose. Check your store's status. If your location is closing, transfer your balance or cash it out fast. Flip your priorities. If you have more cash sitting in Starbucks app than in your grocery fund, reverse that today. Track the stock. Watch how closures and restructuring affect Starbucks earning over the next 2 quarters. Keep an eye on which stores are being closed, especially in urban areas. Watch for union negotiations and how Starbucks communicates about its billion-dollar plan. Also, look for the appointment of a permanent CTO. Tech leadership will shape how Starbucks automates, manages data, and drives efficiency. Starbucks wants you to see a coffee shop, but behind the green mermaid logo is a money machine fueled by your habits. Store closures are the visible part. The invisible part is the billions of dollars loaded onto apps and cards, the forgotten balances, and the free loans consumers hand over every day. So next time you order that caramel macchiato, ask yourself, am I just buying coffee or am I funding a corporate bank I didn't even know existed? Why not like and subscribe and put your thoughts in the comment section below.